Switch on the video, children. Alan on. Alan Varghese, switch on the video. Tushar, Nestle, Thompson, and Kevin, switch on the video. Okay, Kevin. Okay. Okay. List dot index function. Index function. We discussed this index and append, isn't it? Okay. So next function it is extend. It is extend function. Extend function is used to add a new item at the end of a list. Okay. So we already discussed one function. It is append. What is the use of append? Kevin, what is the use of append function? Kevin? Thompson, then what is append?
Can you repeat the question, please?
What is the use of append function?
Ma'am, pass the item at the end of the list.
It will add one item at the end of a list. Okay, here the meaning is append function is used to add one item at the end of a list. That is, we can add only one item. That is, along with this append function, we can't use append 27, 18 because here two values are there. Okay, in the case of append function, we can use only single item, only one item within this append function. We can't use append 27, 8 because here we are using two values. We can't add two values at the end of a list. Append is used to add a single item at the end of a list. Okay. Instead of the single value, we can use single list. That is, we can use append single list, that is 18, 10. This is also a single item. That is a single list. Within that list, I am using two value, but this is one item, one list. But we can't use like this, 27, 8. Okay, so that is append. But in the case of extend, we can use so many values, or we can add more than one value at the end of a list. Here, these two append and extend is used for adding values at the end of a list. The difference between append and extend is that in the case of append, we can add only one item at the end, but in the case of extend, we can use more than one value to add at the end of a list. Okay, So using extend, we can add more than one value, but in the case of append, we can use a single value. So here one example, the first list it is first. Second list it is first one. Okay, I want to update first. That is, I want to add 2 or 3 value at the end of first. I want to add 2, 3 values at the end of first. So we start with first. Which values are used for updation? I'm using first one is for updation. So I'm adding the 67, 78 and 89 at the end of this value. Okay, switch on the video, children. So here the current list it is first, and I want to add 67, 78 and 89 at the end of this first. That is, after 14, I want to add 67, 78 and 89. For that, the statement is starting with this first. First dot. Extend within bracket first one. Because I want to add the contents of this first one to first. So start with first and extend, use extend function, within bracket use this first one. So the result it is after 13, 18, 11, 16, 18, 14, the last values are 67, 78 and 89. We can add multiple elements to the list. Multiple elements. If you want to add multiple elements at the end of a list, we are using this extend function. Okay, so extend is a built-in function. It is used to add multiple elements at the end of a list. Here, this append function is also used for adding element at the end, but we can add only one element at a time. At a time, we can add only one element if you are using append function. But if we are using extend function, we can add more than one element at the end of the list. Is it clear, Amal? Vishnu, is it clear? Amal, you are not audible.
No.
Okay, so that is extend function. Then
Ma'am,
what terms?
can we directly insert the values in the extend bracket?
Here we can give like extend within bracket, within list, you can give a set of values. That is, instead of this first, we can give this list. Is it clear, Thompson, then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So either you can give the list name or you can give the entire list with this square bracket. If you are, if you want to use a list, then you use this entire list within this extend. Okay. So that is extend function. The next function it is insert. So first write this definition. Write this definition. This is the syntax. List dot insert position, that is position comma item. Insert the passed element at the passed position. Insert function is used to insert the passed element at the passed position. Insert function, passed element, insert the passed element at the passed position. Okay. So here T1 is equal to AEU. These are the current list elements. Is it completed, Rahul? Definition?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So write this example also. T1 is equal to, within that list, AEU. AEU are the elements that is in T1. And I want to insert one element, that is I, in the second position. So this is the meaning. This is the value you want to insert, and this is the index. So I want to insert I in the second index. The meaning of this statement, it is insert I in second index, that is in second position. So write the meaning here. Meaning of this T1 dot insert statement is insert I in the second index position. So here 0, 1, 2. So I will insert this I in the second position, that is instead of I. So the result, it is AEIU. Okay. T1 dot insert 2 comma I means 2 is the position and I is the value that I want to insert in the second position. So first you want to find out the second position. Here 0, 1, 2. So second position, current value is U. I will change that value into I and we just move this U to third position. So the result, it is third position 0, 1, second position the value is I, third position the value is U. Here this U is just moved. Move forward. Write a statement. To insert J at the first position. J, small letter J at the first position. T1 is equal to AEU, the same T1. You want to insert J at the first position. Alan Thomas. Alan Thomas. Alan Thomas, am I audible? Just check your mic, Alan. What is the statement for my question? Alan Thomas. Type the answer in the chat box. You are not audible. Alan Thomas. Anish. Anish Salian. Rahul, what is the answer, Rahul?
AJEU.
What, Rahul? It's not clear.
AJEU.
How we can write, how we can insert J in first position? Which statement is used?
AJEU.
For inserting, we are using this statement. How we can write? T1 dot insert within bracket. Which position, Rahul?
First.
Then how we will write? T1 dot insert within bracket.
A, J, U.
What, Rahul? It's not clear. First, you want to write the position. Which is the position here, Rahul? I want to insert J in first position. So, what is the value for position?
Can you repeat the question?
I want to insert J in first position. That is the answer. My question is, read the statement for inserting that J in this list. Answer is correct. Which statement is used to get that output? T1 dot insert.
1 dot comma J.
1 comma J. Correct, Rahul. It is 1 comma J. Okay. T1 dot insert 1 comma J is the correct answer. Okay. One comma J. So to insert J in first position, T1 dot insert, because I want to insert in this T1. So T1 dot insert. Then within bracket, first I want to write the position. Here I want to input J, insert J in first position. So the position value is 1. Then what about the value? I want to insert J. So here the value is J. Okay. Is it clear? Is it clear, Tushar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then write another question. Write a statement to insert capital letter A in the third position. Capital letter A in the third position. Amal, read the answer. Amal, just try, Amal. Okay, Sanjana.
Ma'am, is it 3J? I mean 3A?
3.
A?
Starting
T1 dot insert
T1 dot insert within bracket 3 comma
A.
A is in single quotes. Okay. T1 dot insert within bracket 3 comma within single quotes A. Okay. So T1 dot insert 3 comma A is the statement to insert A in the third position. Is it clear, Amal? My question is insert A in third position. So start with T1 dot insert. T1 means this is the list name. T1 is the list name. So list name dot insert is the function to insert some value. So use insert. Then start with one bracket. Within that bracket, first write the position. My question is, insert A in third position. So position, it is 3. So write the position first. Comma, which is the value? It is capital letter A. So if this A is a string, so we'll write the A within single quotes. Okay. So that is insert function. The next function, it is pop function. Pop we already discussed, isn't it? We already discussed that pop function, isn't it, Thompson? Then?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So what is the use of pop function? Sarah, what is pop function?
I don't know.
Okay. Vishnu, what is pop function?
Ma'am, I don't know.
Anyone?
To delete a single element.
Okay, correct, Thompson. Then it is to delete a single element from a list, we are using this pop function. Okay, pop function is used to delete a single item from the list. Okay, so we are using two methods for pop function. The first method, we can use empty bracket. Empty bracket means it will delete the last item. Okay, so here the list elements are 13, 18, 11, 16, 18, 14. So if I'm using list.pop, this pop function will delete the last element of the list and it will return that deleted value. Here 14 is the deleted value. So if I'm using print first.pop, the result it is 14. That is, this pop function will return the deleted item. It will delete only one item. If I am using empty bracket, the last item is deleted. And this function will return the deleted item. So the result of this print, here we are not using print because it is in interactive mode. If I am using script mode, use print first.pop. Then the result is 14. Okay. Last element is deleted when we are using pop function with empty bracket. Then if I am using a pop function with value, here this 2 is for index representation. This 2 is for index representation. So the second index position value is deleted. Which is the second index position value, Amal?
11.
Here. Which is the second index value?
18.
What, Amal?
18.
No. Index value is starting from? Is it starting from 1? Amal? Index value is starting from 0. Okay, Amal? Is it clear, Amal?
No, ma'am.
Index value is starting from 0. It is not from 1. Okay, you are counting from 1 onwards, isn't it?
So,
That is not the correct way. Okay, start it with 0. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so pop of 2 means index value 2, which is the value, index it is 2, value related with this 2, it is 11. So 11 is deleted. Okay. Pop within bracket 2 means the value that is present in index position 2. Index position 2 means 11. Because the index value is starting from 0. So 0, 1, 2, which is the 2 index value, it is 11. So this 11 is deleted. So our answer is 13, 18, 11 is deleted. So 16, 18. 14 is already deleted when we are using this pop function. Now is it clear, Amal?
No.
Okay, so here first is the list, and in this list I am using 2, 4, 6 elements, and first time I am using pop function with empty bracket. Pop with empty bracket means it will delete the last item. Okay, so 14 is deleted. The next statement I am using pop of 2. Pop of 2 means it will delete the value which has index 2. Which is the value which has index 2? 11 is the value with index 2. So this 11 is deleted. Then this pop function will return the deleted value. Here the deleted value is 14, so this 14 is deleted. Here the deleted value is 11, that 11 is printed. Then if you want to show the entire list, just print this first. Okay, print first, then you will get the answer 13, 18, 16 and 18. Is it clear? Okay. Any doubt? Anyone? Kevin, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
So the next function, it is remove function. Remove function is also used to remove. First write the definition. The difference is that it will remove the first occurrence of an item. Just write the heading and write the definition. Here it will remove is also used for deleting one element, but it will delete the first occurrence of past value, but does not return the deleted value. But does not return the deleted value. So what is the use of remove function? It will delete the first occurrence of past value, but does not return the deleted value. So the difference between pop and remove is pop will delete the last element if I am using empty bracket, and the result of pop function, it is the deleted element. Okay, that is the pop function will return the deleted element, but in the case of remove, it will not return the deleted value. Okay, and it is used to delete the first occurrence of past value. I'll explain with the example. Okay, here list dot remove function. Here this is the list. Here first 18, two 18s are there. But when we are using this remove function, the value I want to delete it is 18. So it will delete the first occurrence of 18. That is, it will delete this 18 only. But this one is there. It will not delete this 18. Second 18. It will delete the first occurrence. So after 13, 118 is there. It is deleted when we are using this remove 18. So the list include 218, but this remove function will remove only the first occurrence of 18. So this 18 is deleted, but the second 18 is there. Okay. So remove is a function. It is used to delete one item, but it will delete the first occurrence of that particular item. So the result it is 13, 11, 16, 18, and 14. Then how we can write the statement to delete 16? Write the statement to delete 16 using remove function. Write the statement to delete 16 using remove function. Nestle, read the statement, Nestle. Aparna, read the statement.
List dot remove
Within bracket. Aparna, continue.
list dot remove brackets
Bracket 16. Okay. So first dot remove within bracket 16 is the correct answer. Then next function it is clear. First write the definition list dot clear. It will delete all values of list and gives an empty list. Underline this point, gives an empty list. So list dot clear is a function. It will delete all the values in the list and gives an empty list. So clear is a built-in function. It will delete all values of a list and gives an empty list. Okay, here example for clear. In my list, it is list name, it is first. The contents are 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I display this first, it will display 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to delete all the contents from this list, which is the statement first dot clear empty bracket. So it will delete all the elements from this list and it will return empty list. This is empty list. So first dot clear means this clear function will delete all the elements from the list. And if we are using a statement like print first, it will return one empty list. Okay, empty list means the square bracket is there, nothing inside that, no value inside that square bracket, that is empty list. So here first dot clear, clear is the function used to delete all the elements from the list, and after clear function, the result of that first, the content of this first list, it is empty square bracket. The name of this square bracket, empty square bracket, it is empty list. Okay, so Wednesday, learn all these built-in functions. Okay. There is a small test paper based on this built-in function. Wednesday. Okay. So next function, it is count. It will count and return number of occurrences of the past elements. Count means it is used to count the number of elements. That is, if I am using one item here, it will count how many times that particular item is present in that list. Okay. Count is used to count the number of occurrence of a past element. That is, if I am using 8 here, it will count the number of occurrences of this 8 in that particular list. Okay, it will count and return number of occurrences of the past element. I'll explain with the example. So here count. In this list, I'm using 1, 2, 3, 3, 4. Here 3 is in this list, 3 occurred in 2 times. 3 is in 2 times. So first dot count within bracket 3. The result it is 2. Because 2 times this word 3 is here in the list. Okay. So in the list, I am using 2 times the word 3. So this count of 3 means this is the item. So this function count will count the number of occurrences of this word 3 in this list. So this count function will count the number of occurrences of this word 3 in this list. So the result of this first dot count, it is 2. Okay, write one question. First dot count within bracket 4. Within bracket, within double quotes 4. FOUR 4. Vishnu, which is the answer, Vishnu?
List dot count 4.
Then what is the output of that question? List dot count within bracket, within double quotes 4 is the statement. Then when we are running that statement, what is the result? Vishnu? Vishnu? What is the output of that statement, Vishnu?
1.
Correct, Vishnu. Very good. So it is first dot count within double quotes 4. The meaning is that you want this count function will count number of occurrences of that 4. Here, how many times the word 4? Only 1. So the result it is 1 if we are using 4. Okay. Then next function, it is reverse. Write the definition. List dot reverse. It will reverse the list and it does not create a new list. Just reverse the content, but it does not create a new list. The same list content is reversed. Okay. Same list, but the contents are reversed. Let's write the definition. Completed, Amal? So here, this is reverse. I'm using first, the values are 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Okay. So first dot reverse empty bracket means this reverse function will reverse this first. That means the last value becomes the first value, 4 here, then 3 here, 2 here, 1 here. So if you want to reverse the entire content of a list, use this reverse function. First dot reverse within bracket, first dot reverse empty bracket. There is nothing in the reverse bracket. So first dot reverse empty bracket means it will just reverse the entire content of this first. The order it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But when we are using this reverse function, it will just reverse the content. So it is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that is reverse function. Then write the last function. List.sort. It will sort the list in ascending order. To sort the list in descending order, write the statement list.sort reverse equal to true. Ascending order means if it is alphabet, it will display like A to Z. Descending, this is ascending. If it is digit, it will display from 0 to, that is low value to high value. If it is character, it will display from A to Z. Descending means Z to A or high value to low value. So sort is a function used to sort the elements of a list in ascending order. In normal way, the order it is ascending order. If you want to display the content in descending order, just use list.sort reverse equal to true. Ascending order means A to Z, descending order means Z to A. Okay. We'll explain with example. So here T1 is equal to EI. So many characters are there. I'll use the statement T1 dot sort empty bracket. Means it will just arrange these elements in ascending order. So it will start with A. A, E, I, O, P, Q, R, U. Okay. So if I'm using sort function, it will display the entire content in ascending order. If you want to display the content in descending order, that is from U, R, Q, P, O, I, E, A, just write the statement list.sort within bracket. Here I am using empty bracket. If I am using empty bracket, it will display in ascending order. If I am using within bracket, I am using reverse equal to true, then it will display in reverse order, that is in descending order. Okay, so this is sort function. It is used to sort the entire element. Is it clear, children? Any doubt related with any built-in function? I think this is the last topics from this chapter. So plus 1B children, your 4:30 English period is cancelled. Those are informed like that. Okay. 4:30 period is cancelled for plus 1B students. Okay. Some more function is the. Okay, 2 or 3 functions are there. So Wednesday, I think some of you have a seminar. So Saturday, test paper is there based on this list chapter. Okay, prepare for the test paper. Okay.